We got Handsome Dave in the studio. Say hi, Handsome Dave.
Hey guys.
Um, it's been a long time, man.
It's been a minute. It's been a long time, man.
Did you think we were going to still be in this damn pandemic?
No, I really
time
didn't.
of year.
Nah,
last year.
Not this long, no. Just wearing the mask at work was enough to think that it's not going to be that long. There's no way this is life for over a year. But yeah, it lasted that long. It's kind of sad.
So you started your own channel.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Casual Sweats.
the casual sweats. Yeah.
You play Warzone. You're playing a new game now, right?
I played some Wars. I play a lot of Warzone. That's my main game. I tried out a few other games just for purposes of like cross play, because a lot of people I play with are on console, and I played a few other things, but man, I always come back to Warzone. Right now, just the game scene is dead, so Warzone just keeps calling my name every time.
What do you mean it's dead?
Just the gaming scene is dead. Like, we got some up-and-coming games that's supposed to be pretty hot right now, but everything that's out has been out forever. Anything that's hot is been out forever. You got
what, Battlefield?
Well, Warzone's. What you mean coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah, coming up. We got Battle. And
Did you ever play Battlefield?
Yeah. I like Battlefield. I love Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1. The last one was a bit of a botch, so I hope they do a good job. But that's Battlefield and Halo. These are old repeat games, and that's what we're all looking for right now. Like that's it. Like nothing new, nothing fresh is coming, and to think that they're going to revitalize the gaming scene is questionable.
Yeah.
But that's all we got. But we're looking forward to it because all we have right now is Warzone and Apex, and those are just battle royales. And Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov, I played that. That was fun. Like that? It's too hardcore, man. You get one bullet to the head, you're dead, and you don't know where it came from. There's no kill cam. It's too realistic. Love the game though. Super immersive, really cool concept. If a bigger company or more time, it's going to be amazing. But it's just not for me. It really isn't. But it is an amazing game. It really is. But it's just too hardcore for this guy.
Did you play that Call of Duty Cold War?
Yeah, I played it. It was trash.
It was trash.
It was trash.
Did they kind of combine the
They
multiplayer?
did. Yeah, well, the Warzone is based now off the Call of Duty, off the Cold War game. Mm-hmm. So they're going to continue to have Warzone, and it's going to be the battle royale for up-and-coming Call of Duties. It's going to be its separate entity. But the Warzone is going to be based off of whatever the new Call of Duty is. And right now, and what they did with this one, they just put the same map, put it back 30 years. And that's, Cold War. And that's all they did. And added the Cold War guns. So Warzone's going to be, I don't know, they got to do a little something extra in order to keep it alive. But all it is right now is just like a mediator for each and upcoming Call of Duty. That's it.
What's this, like Among Us mode or whatever? You know anything about that?
For Black Ops? For Cold War?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Lord.
I was reading a little bit about it.
What did it say?
They're going to have, have you seen this,
that's the new season.
Trailer for season 5? Has it come out yet?
Yeah, season 5 came out. Yeah. It's
So, in that trailer, the girl, woman, she uploads some kind of broadcast system that has the guys turn on each other.
Yeah.
And they were like, that's some kind of new gaming mode. It was supposed to be Among Us.
Oh, for the multiplayer in Cold War?
I guess. I don't know. I thought you would.
It's like double agent. No, I don't play the multiplayer. But I mean, they always have some sort of new mode that comes out with a new season. But Cold War's dead, man. Cold War died when it came out. The only reason why Cold War is getting any updates technically is to slide them into a battle pass for Warzone. That's it. Because Warzone's all they got.
You don't like that zombie mode?
I've never been a zombie guy. I played it a little bit. It's fun, but the whole click shoot arcadey, just click shoot at nothing that's really I don't know. There's nothing competitive about it. I have a competitive nature. That's why I like Battle Royale so much. But nah, it's cool though. They've innovated it quite a lot, zombies, but it's just not for me.
So you were telling me about
the doc.
Yeah, Dr. Disrespect is disappointing. Halo.
The Halo flight test. Yeah, that's one of 2 games that anyone is expecting to kind of bring the gaming community back on its feet, and he just said it just underperformed. But he's got super high expectations for Halo because he was hoping for like some weird, wild Halo battle royale, and they haven't mentioned anything about a battle royale, and so he naturally was going to be underwhelmed for sure.
But it doesn't even sound in this arc. It doesn't sound like he even played it. He just watched people play it, right?
Yeah, more than
he watched the beta,
which is crazy because it's been delayed for over a year, like 2 or 3 delays, and getting to see that.
They spent $500 million developing it. Did you read that?
Really, $500 million?
That's what this article says that you told me about.
Oh my god!
Let me
No wonder how could you not be disappointed? Like $500 million.
$500 million. Let me see.
And own a Halo game. I find it hard to believe that it could cost that. I mean, they better be doing some serious innovations on that game.
Microsoft still owns it, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, so it says Halo Infinite will be the first game to arrive since the launch of Halo 5 Guardians in 2015. The game has a massive budget of around $500 million, which has caused such high expectations for fans and Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah. Because
of the budget and a long period of planning, Doc couldn't understand why the developers needed to test something with the public.
$500 million.
And this is a quote from him. $500 million budget, and you're telling me you still need to put out a tech test? I feel like this is something they could have done internally.
Yeah, that's pretty. What are they spending their money on? Execs?
I don't know.
That's the problem with gaming right now. I guarantee that's where it's going. It's going to somebody's bonus. It's going into somebody's pocket. And it's going into advertisement crap. None of it's going into actual development. And that's why every game that comes out, they're like, oh, well, it's just a beta, or this part's free to play, or there's an expansion. $60, the full price tag of a game is no longer ever going to be a true full game. And that's like the expectation now. $500 million, man. That game is really going to test the current flow of how games go. If that comes out and it feels like an unpolished game, that's pretty much gaming from now on. A game for $60 will not be a full game, and that's probably what he's getting pissed about. Because that's why he's starting his own company, and because.
Come on, man.
Have you seen it?
His game? No, I haven't seen it. But
oh, dude, yeah,
he's not a developer. How is he gonna do anything?
Well, he worked for map design and like public something for Call of Duty back in the day before he like streamed for a little bit as the doc, and he got a job offer and he worked for Activision.
Well, what did he do?
He map designer and like team lead for something involving like it was like a big portion of like developing in games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he did that. So he knows what he's talking about, especially map design. That was one of his key things. And he's starting a game right now that sounds pretty nuts. It's like it's a battle royale, so that whole one man standing, you drop in with nothing, but in a building that's catching on fire. Just a building. So you're going through floors and it's not in an open area. It's in a massive skyscraper. And he's looking for an executive right now to help run a development team. So he's tired of it. And a lot of people are. That's why so many people are playing free-to-play games, because no one wants to spend full price tag on games that aren't finished.
You know what I noticed? I was on watching the top streamers on Twitch the other day. Oh, by the way, Mario... We both know him. He's on the live chat. He says everybody's moving to Apex.
Yeah, says, I know he's happy. I know he's
Are
happy.
they?
Well, I know Mario is. Everybody's on Apex right now.
He said Halo is so hyped and they need to deliver or it'll be a cyberpunk.
Oh yeah, it's too hyped because it's gonna save the gaming community. That's all we got is a game. What is this? What Halo number is this? This is like the what 7th, 8th Halo, and so it's a repeat title that's supposed to save gaming. Like it better be amazing. $500 million, damn well better be.
Yeah.
But if it underperforms, I guess Apex has got the crown.
Well, we both have something in common. I never played Halo growing up,
Oh, really?
and you never played Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I never did. Never played it at
How
all.
could you not have played Grand Theft Auto?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I played it some, but I've never had gaming sessions alone or with friends. My wife's little brother was playing.
No, I'm not
Andreas.
talking about Game of Thrones. I'm not talking about Grand Theft Auto Online. I'm just talking about the single player. You played the single player, right?
I played a little bit of the online too, but I've never played. Let's just say it like this. I played it here or there in a couple multiplayer actions, but I've never just done missions on Grand Theft Auto. I've never tried to get cars. You know what I mean? I've never created a character. I've just played it here or there with people online. That was it.
I don't play it online too, but I'm just talking about the game, just a single player game. That's one game that gets a lot of money thrown at it, and you want to play it because it's a whole environment, it's a whole city.
And I actually regret missing out on the last one because I had some people that I know that played it, and I didn't realize the leap they made in realism. Literally, if someone wrecks your car, insurance picks it up, they pay for it. Like it's in depth and realistic, like the whole like open world concept. I did not know that. I just thought it was another like gangster shooter.
That's the online.
Yeah, that's the online part. But the missions are in depth, the character creation, all that, and I had no clue they went that far. I thought it was just another gangster shooter with you run over prostitutes and stuff. I didn't realize they actually went that next level.
Well, what do you think about this? They're gonna remaster it.
The last one?
They're gonna do. I think it's Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas.
Why not make a new game?
Well, that's what everybody's asking. Everybody wants Grand Theft Auto 6, and they're like,
see, that's what happens when they when they do a massive open world concept. It's they focus so much on updates that they don't make a new game. Elder Scrolls did the same thing. As people made Skyrim, Bethesda, and all them. They made Elder Scrolls Online. It's an open world RPG, so it can constantly get updates. And there hasn't been a new Elder Scrolls title since. And that's exactly the same thing they did to this one. So the single player aspect is kind of forgotten, and the online part. I mean, I love online, but something like Skyrim and stuff like that, or the old Grand Theft Autos people love single player, they just get forgotten. So all they can do is remaster them.
Yeah. I mean, they've come out for all kind of platforms. Like, I remember it came out for the iPhone.
What, Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, I actually bought them, and
Wow.
I was like, I played it for like 5 minutes. It's like, I can't drive a car on my
on your
iPhone
phone.
screen.
Yeah. I'll never be a mobile gamer.
I was kind of excited about this because, see, here's the thing. I don't like to play old games.
Yeah.
But
if they look new, maybe.
But see, that's what I was thinking they were going to make it look like Grand Theft Auto 5, but they actually says, and I don't know what this actually means. It says the game will be a mix of the new and old graphics, akin to a heavily modded version of a classic GTA title. The UI of the games will be updated for clarity as well, though it'll remain the classic visual style.
Oh, okay.
Gameplay is expected to remain as close as possible to the original iteration. So when I read that, I was like, I don't really think the old car mechanics were that great.
Yeah.
For those old games, they got better as they went along. So I don't know.
Have you ever seen the video where it shows? I think it's Grand Theft Auto 4, and just how like physics mechanics were like they had so many examples of how the physics in Grand Theft Auto 4 were so more in depth than the last one.
Yeah, like you could like start wrecking your car. The hood would come off. You see the engine.
Yeah.
Then you wreck it some more. Just little pieces would fall off.
Yeah, just like
it
that.
had like a whole all these layers of the car.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So they kind of diminished, if anything, and that's why I'm telling you, developers are lazy these days. They'd rather make extensions on an online or expansions on an online platform than make a brand new game.
Dude, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out on the PS3.
Yeah. That's why they got all them memes, your kid, your kid's kids, and
I don't even think did they even upgrade it for PS4? I think it was just the same game.
Probably.
The only thing they added was like the first person mode.
Yeah.
But it was the same game when it came out on the PS4. Now they're going to release it on the PS5. Actually, did I play it?
Yeah.
No, I haven't played on the PS5. But it's the one game over 3 consoles, man. And instead of coming out with Grand Theft Auto 6, they're going to...
Well, that's the same way with what is it? Is it PS4? Yeah. So Skyrim for Elder Scrolls the same thing. Like there was PS2 was Skyrim PS3? Yeah, it's PS3, PS4, PS5. So they haven't made one since then, except for Elder Scrolls Online either. They get stuck on that online platform and they will ride it out till the end. They're not making any new games, so they do this. They remastered Skyrim too. So they just remaster them, put a sticker tag on it, move on, make an expansion for their online game, and just reap the rewards. That's why there's so little in the pool right now for gaming. Like Tarkov costs $50. It can cost up to $120. It's almost pay to win. And it is in such a beta state, it is unreal. I mean, the basic mechanics, shooting is all good, but like there's missions and like important NPC characters. All of them are just a face on a card right now. No dialogue, nothing.
Face on a card, really?
Yes, nothing. And it's a $50 game just to play a 100% beta. That's gaming right now. That's the gaming industry. And it's tragic. That's why everybody's playing free games. Free to play. And Halo better find some way to make part of it free.
Yeah. You see, I wouldn't say that's why I stopped playing first-person shooters, just basically because I stopped using PCs is the main reason. But I got to the point where I don't like twitchy games.
Yeah, you'd rather
know what I'm saying?
Play something.
And I got my channel Power Up Archive.
Yeah.
And it didn't start really having focus until I just stopped playing. Because I was trying to play Warzone at one point, and I was like, I'm never gonna get good at this. I'm too old to be playing this game. I don't have enough time to like really learn it like I need to.
Yeah.
Because I didn't understand the upgrade system or any of that stuff. I was trying to figure all that stuff out, and the only thing I became good at was hiding. And then like the last 5 minutes, somebody would have a freaking radar and they'd find you and shoot you. And I was like, I'm never gonna get good at this.
You gotta have time. All games are in such a competitive mode now.
But not all games. That's what I'm saying. I stopped playing the competitive stuff and just started concentrating my channel on stuff like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And Ratchet and Clank and all those third-person games. Yeah. I think I did Jedi Fallen Order. Any game that's
got
third
that
person.
Element. Yeah.
I don't do first-person shooters anymore.
Yeah, because it's everything is about like how good you are now. There's no.
But it's really twitchy, man. You gotta be
like you gotta be.
You're playing with these freaking 12-year-old kids.
I don't know, man. I'm
Whose
gonna have a heart
brains
attack.
can adapt to that crap a lot quicker than you can.
They wake up like that, playing the video game. Just, oh my god! And you're like, what have you? How much coffee have you had? Nah, I just woke up.
And you're like tired from work. And
Oh,
you're like
it's
halfway.
terrible. I just want to play a game, bro. Like, yeah, like why are they so? That's one of my things. When I die, I'm like, that's one of the, like, you know, you hear a death comm for a few minutes or a few seconds, and I'm like, try harder. You know what I mean? Because you just get frustrated with just how hard people try in video games these days, and you're irrelevant if you're trying to stream or make content on that type of game.
Yeah.
And every game seems to be like that. It's unreal.
But I was going to mention this earlier. I was talking about Twitch. I was watching Twitch the other day just to see who was at the top. All the people at the top who had the top streams wasn't even playing games. There were people like
just chatting.
Hassan Piker. He don't play no freaking games.
Yeah.
All he does is talk. All he does is watch videos on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
and like react to them. And he talks politics. And I think Destiny was up there. Destiny plays games, but that's really, you know, he's another one of those gamers. He doesn't really. You don't really watch him for him playing games. He's talking about. He's a debate bro.
Yeah. Yeah, just chatting in Twitch has blown.
That's all it is now, man. I'm serious.
It's in the front every time, man.
And who's that redhead? Does the hot tub?
Hot tub streams. I think she's walked away from hot tub. Right? She's doing ASMR.
What is that?
You hit the ASMR where you're like, it's all about sound. It's like soothing sounds.
Oh fuck!
You know, someone told me that. You never heard of ASMR?
I've heard. I think I have.
It's like people. Mostly, it's just ambient sounds, and they just sound. They're satisfying, and someone told me one of my first videos that I sounded like I was doing some sort of ASMR, like "Welcome to the Casual Sweat." You know, like I was like trying to like be seductive or something.
It's kind of like
that's
those,
what they're doing now.
It's kind of like those channels you can go and they play like ocean waves and stuff.
Yeah, that's a form of it. Yeah. And this one,
Mario says you should do ASMR.
I start doing ASMR. Let me lick your micro fast. That's what they're doing.
She got banned for that.
She still does.
A man. I can't say Asmaroof or something like that. She got banned for licking a mic.
Boobs. Yeah, well, I mean, she still does it. Like, that's the new... They're like, every time I see their title, just got unbanned. New meta. Now I'm licking fucking 2 mics.
It's soft porn, man.
It is.
Because the kids watching Twitch, of course they're going to watch that.
They did.
Some 13 or 14-year-old kid.
Twitch was blowing it up, too. They had them on the front page. But now they've kind of put them their own spot. They actually created an ASMR section. But them girls, like, literally, you subscribe. The way they do the reward system is get a sub or so much of a donation, and they'll lick the microphone for 10 seconds.
Oh, that's dumb. That is so dumb. But
have you seen the clip where the girl's wearing, like, the bird mask? And she's wearing a bird mask, and she's like going in. She's full selling it, like doing some. She's pecking the mic. That's what she was doing. Massive bird mask. She's half naked, ass is in the air, and she's pecking a mic. Oh yeah. So that's where Twitch is at. It's pretty similar to gaming right now.
they didn't let Dr. Disrespect come back, did they?
No.
He's on YouTube now, right?
Yeah, he's on YouTube, and they've even banned one of his guys he plays with, Zlander. He did a little Doc cosplay and did a Twitch Rivals tournament for Warzone, and he was dressed up as the Doc. And for the Twitch Rivals, you have to stream it on Twitch. And so Zlander went in without the Doc because the Doc can't play Twitch Rivals.
Yeah.
And he was dressed as the Doc, and he actually got banned from further Twitch Rivals. He can't do Twitch Rivals now just for dressing up like him.
Twitch is kind of arbitrary with their banning.
Yeah, who knows?
They were that I've heard
starting to like tell people why they're actually getting banned.
Yeah, they still haven't told Doc what Doc's reason is.
Let me ask you about that guy. Is he kind of like a right winger type guy?
You know what's crazy is I was surprised about it because you know what he was doing just before he got banned. The stream that he was set up, he had full overlays and animations. It was during like the riots and stuff. He had like a white guy and a black guy like arm, just like off the Predator movie where they clasp arms or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was doing donations and stuff for all that stuff.
But didn't he do like some COVID disinformation type stuff? That's what
from what I could tell, he's pretty liberal.
I did a show about it.
He's just a douchebag. That's literally the extent of his
Dude,
conservatism.
the reason I say he's right wing is because I did a couple articles about his band. I didn't really know who he was.
Yeah.
I only knew who he was because you told me about him. And I subscribed to his channel. I think I watched 1 or 2 videos.
And you're like, what is this guy doing?
I'm like, what is this?
He's insane.
But I was like, okay, this guy's popular though. So
Yeah.
I did a couple videos on his band, and I got flamed on Twitter, man. Because you know, I would put my links on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I had some freaking some of his fanboys were like, they were like, who the? You know,
Oh, they came at you?
yeah, they were
His
coming at me.
fan?
They're like, and they are putting these messages on my video. Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, you just touched one of the biggest freaking, you know, what they call them, influencers. You scratched the surface there. If you'd done the same thing to one of the
All
other
I was
ones.
doing was a little video.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking trash about him because I didn't know who he was.
Oh, they attacked, man.
They were attacking me.
He's got
and
loyal.
The only other time that has happened, and this is why I kind of think Joe Rogan is kind of right wing now, because
Oh, you did that to Joe
I
Rogan?
did an article about Joe Rogan,
And they blew it.
and I posted it on Facebook to a Joe Rogan group, and people were freaking pissed because it was like a parody.
Yeah.
Did you see
The
it?
parody that you made.
The parody I made.
What were they upset about?
They were just upset. Why you bumbling idiot? How dare you make this video and you're not on Joe Rogan's level and all. They were just saying, they were trashing me, man.
Yeah, you're like,
I was like, wow.
I'm sorry.
They were like pissed off that I did that.
That's the thing with these big influencers, man. They got
No,
some
it's just like
violent
right.
people.
I've
You think it's
never-
this right wing thing or
Well,
something?
actually, I've had people come at me for 3 times. Okay, it was Joe Rogan, Dr. Disrespect, and then one other time we did a. It was at the beginning of the pandemic. We did me and Curtis, when we were still doing the show, we did a video about whether the anti-vax people would take a COVID vaccine. This was like a year before
Gotcha.
the vaccine actually came out.
And people snapped on that too?
And well, we were kind of like mocking them, talking about how stupid they are. Nah, they're not going to take it. That video, I've had videos that got more comments, but that one got
Several.
I think to this day I still get comments about like, hey, people are still watching this freaking video.
Yeah. The internet is terrible, man. There's some evil people.
And they were like people just arguing with me, and I started arguing with a couple people. The funny
Of
thing
course
about
you argued back.
you know, it's kind of fun sometimes because I know they're wrong. When you know you're 100% right, it's so easy to argue a point with somebody. But one thing I would do to them, kind of troll them, was like everybody argue with me. At some point, I would ask them, "Are you vaccinated?" Because all of them are vaccinated.
Well, are you vaccinated? Yeah.
That's the thing about it. All these anti-vax people, all of them, just about all of them were vaccinated when they were kids.
And they don't like them now.
They don't like it. Not, you don't have any control over when you get vaccinated. I got vaccinated when I was a kid. I didn't have any control over it.
As long as your parents
if you
wanna
go
do
to
it,
public school,
you have to.
you have to get a vaccine. They won't let you in. So most of these people now there's a whole generation of parents that have homeschooled their children to keep them from getting vaccines. So there probably is a generation just coming up now with people who haven't been vaccinated.
Yeah.
But most of these people who argue with you, they've been vaccinated.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? Nothing happened to you?
I remember getting sick when I was 5 over a flu shot. Yeah. And
but,
I
but
am
usually,
against it.
usually when we get to that point in the argument, they just stop talking to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I see what you're about.
Yeah, internet goes hard, man. As soon as you hurt them feelings, well, they go nuts, ruthless.
Well, that brings me to another subject that we were talking about. I was asking whether you were vaccinated.
Oh yeah,
when
vaccinated.
we were talking,
Yeah.
and you're not vaccinated.
No, I'm not. I remember I lost my job because I didn't have attendance to use, and I was worried about getting sick because my wife just got vaccinated. I didn't have time to take off. Like I was worried that if I got sick,
You know, a
couldn't
good
go
way
to work.
to get time off?
What's that?
Get COVID and die.
Hey, from what I hear, the vaccinated people are getting COVID.
Huh?
Vaccinated people are getting
Yeah,
it now
but
and
the
getting
thing
sick.
about it, you can get it, but it's not going to. First of all, if you're vaccinated,
Yeah, it's not.
it's
legal.
almost like 98%. You're like almost not. I forget what the statistic is, but it's like you're almost 100% protected from dying from it.
for dying
Or
from it.
getting
Yeah.
hospitalized from it.
Well-
You'll get it. You can pass it to somebody else,
Yeah.
but you're not going to die if you're vaccinated.
Well, I mean, that sounds like the statistic of getting COVID too.
No, if you're not vaccinated, you know, like
You have a 98% chance to survive too.
this is the thing about COVID, and especially here in the South. I went to Target the other day.
Yeah.
I'm walking around, I'm looking at all these women. Like 70% of the people, I shouldn't even say women. 70%, because I was mostly looking at women, but it's like, you know,
Of course.
but it's like 70% of, I don't know what the statistics are, but 70% of the people in that store were overweight.
Walmart?
Target.
Target, really? Usually there's
Target.
prettier people in Target.
Well, this was the Wade. This was the Wade Hampton Target.
That's the one I go to.
It is.
They're usually better. I don't know.
Nah,
Bad
not
day.
really.
No.
They look like the same people that go to Walmart.
Walmart's probably out of stuff because of COVID.
I don't know.
Actually, yeah, I think the last time I went into Target, I was like, it's getting a little rough around these
no,
parts.
the people. But I was like looking at all these people. These are, and you know, because people have started wearing masks again.
Yeah, I've seen
Most of the people in there were not wearing masks, and I'm looking at them
it. No
thinking,
mask, overweight.
oh, no mask, overweight. I'm like, these people. I guarantee you, most of them aren't vaccinated. They get it. They are going to die.
Just walk by and we will.
'Cause I saw that-
remember you.
I've seen all these shows on the news about they go in the hospitals and talk to these people who didn't get vaccinated and got COVID.
Yeah.
Like 100% of them are either fat or old.
Well, they said, was it 88% of all people in the ICU for COVID are overweight?
Yeah, man. So I don't know what the problem is. These people in the South, they need to get the freaking.
I'm ready to die. That's what it is. Is that what it is?
No, it's my freedom. No, I got a
Right.
freedom.
I'd rather die. Yeah. I mean, there's so much misinformation. Like, at this point, I can't really point a finger at right or left being right or wrong or crazy or not. There's information that is so skewed coming from both sides that it's like, why haven't we just gotten a straight answer from the government? You know what I mean? Like, it's just it's all over the place, and they change their minds
Because it's a new virus.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the information comes and goes and changes so much that anyone that took a snippet from a month ago on the right or the left could be wrong next month. And so I can't blame right or left right now. Right now, it's just blaming the fact that people aren't still looking into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're all getting their information and they're just holding on to it. And yes, some of them are holding on to it because of whatever party they're affiliated with. But for the most part, it's just the information's so skewed, everybody sounds dumb now. It doesn't matter what side it is.
Don't both sides the
Oh,
issue,
dude,
though, man.
I know you want to pick a side, but I'm telling you, like, it's just everybody seems to have a right about something that was said. But when was it said? Both sides. Now, of course, there's the far side of the right that is that can be the dumbest, where they're like, they'll talk about, you got trackers in the vaccine and stuff. Yeah, some of it is insane.
What about those people we're talking about?
But I don't even.
They were
that's
getting
not even worth my
magnetized.
mind. Yeah, but that stuff's hilarious. But I mean, I'm not even bringing that into the conversation because my mother and father-in-law, they're pretty conservative people, and they have been bugging my wife about getting vaccinated, and it's just from what they've heard. You know what I mean? Like,
well, now a lot of people are changing their minds.
Now that hopefully the whole tracking vaccine part.
But this is what it was before. Before, if you didn't get the vaccine and you're a right winger, Republican, you were sticking it to Biden. Yeah,
exactly.
He wants me to get that vaccine. I'm not getting that vaccine, even though Trump had a lot to do with the vaccine.
Being developed.
I mean, he had the government supply the money, and
it came out while he was in office.
So. And he's gotten the vaccine. Yeah. He said that publicly.
And Biden said, "I'm not getting it." They were saying they weren't going to get it, so that's why I can't blame anybody.
Now, I mean, in the beginning, it was, screw Biden. Let's stick it to the libs. I'm not getting that stupid vaccine.
Yeah.
But now, I think a lot of people realize everybody dying of it now is a Republican or somebody on the right wing. There's a lot of black people dying from it too, because black people don't trust.
They haven't gotten vaccinated. Yeah, that's
black people don't trust. Some of them don't trust vaccines because Tuskegee experiments.
Yeah,
they purposely gave black men syphilis.
Yeah, and a lot of immigrants too. From what I hear, that's
so you got that too.
The ones not getting it.
All these white people, a lot of them are seeing that. They're pretty much dying to own the libs. And that doesn't make any freaking sense. So now they're getting the vaccine.
And you got to remember, too, a lot of people that aren't getting it are just fucking lazy.
Why would you? I don't understand that.
I mean, they just are. Like me, my big thing is some of it's laziness, but a big thing is I just haven't had a chance to take time off. When I did take time off,
it's free. It's freaking free.
Yeah, my wife went up to CVS and did it.
It takes like 15 minutes at the most. Granted, now I got mine back in April, I think. April, May.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a lot of people in there. I mean, you would think it would be
everyone was a skeptic at first. Because I think a lot of it was because it came when Trump was in office.
It was like May, man. It was like... When it came out in November, so like 6 months.
Oh, did it come out in November?
Yeah.
Oh, you waited that long? I could have swore you got it.
Well, they wouldn't let you get it. At the beginning.
Oh, yeah, wasn't that accessible?
You had to be 65.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You had to be 65 or older, and then maybe I got it. I got it as soon as it was available. It's like the next day, like the day they decided that they were going to give it to everybody, like. I went online and I could not get the appointments. All the appointments were taken. But I got an appointment the very next day.
God, I remember at work when they're like, if you got vaccinated, you can take your mask off. Next day, everybody's like, took it off. Were you out there when that happened? No, you were out. Okay. Yeah. What's funny is the people that came and told us, they already had their masks off. The rule now is if you don't have this with no mask on, like if you've been vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. Like literally next day, apparently 90% of everybody got vaccinated.
Right. Well, I can see. We got. Even though I haven't been back since the pandemic, I've been doing work in my house.
Yeah.
Like I was sanding, some sheetrock. And I put on a mask and glasses, and my glasses were fogging up. I was like, oh my God. Just think how freaking annoying this must be at work. That's what I was thinking. I was like, wearing a mask because you're good.
Well, they told us we didn't have to wear safety glasses.
What?
Yeah, it lasted for 2 weeks on day shift.
You just had to wear a mask and no safety glasses?
No safety glasses.
Oh, no.
All those years of wearing safety glasses.
Are you serious?
They're like, you don't need them. They had a lot of eye injuries too. And then some jobs would need it.
Seriously.
They got more expensive ones that didn't fog up, but no one wore them because they kind of mess with your eyes.
Yeah.
But they tried.
No, seriously. I've had at our job, which we don't mention where we work.
No. Yeah.
At our job, though, I've had at least, because I've been there 10 years, I've had at least 4 different times where something hit me directly in my eye. And the only thing that saved me was my safety glasses.
Oh, I had a guy on the line. They had 3 different jobs. He had something hit him in the eye. He had to go to the doctor because I was like, I guess you do need safety glasses at work.
No, you do. You definitely do.
That's funny.
What do you think about this thing that's happening at Blizzard?
So it was an infamous Bill Cosby suit. What? Oh, where he got out?
No.
Oh my goodness! Is this recent? Is that a recent photo?
This was back. Okay, well, I'll get to that in a second. Shit, what did I do?
The center of an Activision lawsuit.
So,
Kotaku, is that a reliable source there?
Okay, Activision Blizzard. A lot of people have been accused of sexual harassment and discrimination.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah. Respond.
They had
in dismay. Look at all those.
this
dudes.
guy right here.
Yeah. Who is he?
His name is Alex Afra
Current and former Blizzard.
Ziabi or something. He's Iranian.
Afra Siabi. Posing in a portrait. Wow, they're just telling on themselves. Posing with a Bill.
They're posing with a Bill. Now,
how old is that photo, bro? Is that recent?
They took it in 2013. Here's the thing. So, when a lot of people saw this picture, they just assumed what it looks like. It looks like they're making look. They were causing this room that they rented the hotel, the Bill Cosby Suites.
What idiots! Who was this before? This was when he got.
Well, see,
this is during the
these
trials,
guys.
right?
A lot of these guys are saying that this was actually before, because I think the allegation against Bill Cosby actually came out in 2014.
Oh, they got lucky.
Now, they're saying that they posed with this picture because the room was so tacky, and they were comparing it to the shirts or the sweaters.
Where did they get the portrait?
Huh?
Where did the portrait come from? They didn't go out buy that portrait. That's sus as hell, man.
But look at the okay. They saying the hotel rooms were tacky. They were kind of making fun of the hotel rooms. They're comparing the hotel rooms to Bill Cosby's sweaters. But look at this hotel room.
It's pretty basic.
It's pretty basic.
Ain't nothing crazy about it. It's black. Yeah, it's not like.
So I think they were making a rape joke.
Yeah, man.
I think what happened is
sus.
there were some rumors about Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Even though he hadn't officially been charged, I think there was some rumors around 2013. I'm not sure.
There had to be.
It had to be. Because why else? The joke doesn't really make that much sense.
And they're in a hotel.
At all.
Like, that's going to be a wild weekend, fellas. Somebody brought that freaking portrait, too.
But this guy right here.
He's getting all the smoke for it?
Yeah, he actually left the company. They're getting sued by a bunch of women, and this guy's Iranian. Now, I don't know. I was trying to find some information on him, but I'm thinking this guy, he's from a Muslim country. They don't have a lot of respect for women.
No. So that would make a little sense there in the photo.
But I don't know whether he actually. I don't know whether he could be. His family could have been here 2 generations for all I know.
Yeah, true that.
Or I don't know whether he's an actual immigrant or anything. So, but I was wondering what you thought about.
Wow. I mean, that don't look good. I'll tell you that much. And I mean, it wouldn't be surprising, considering the gaming community's highly male dominant.
I had a friend long time ago. This is back early 2000. She had worked at some tech company, and she says everybody there act like a freaking teenager. Like, they would be driving remote control cars through the office and just doing. They had this whole frat boy atmosphere.
Yeah,
and just. She was just like,
what
is wrong with these guys?
That's how it be in office work. Office work, from what I've heard, not necessarily office work in a company that does something else, but like just a true building where nothing but office work is done. Peak kit guys on computers. Either it's that kind of atmosphere, or everybody's on drugs afterwards.
Yeah.
Because I actually a guy that came to work with us. He worked as like a developer of some sort at a company, and everybody's got their cubicles. He said everybody was doing crazy drugs afterwards. That simplistic lifestyle in a cubicle with no real creativity. And you just either it's that atmosphere where everybody's just nuts at work and it's acceptable, or everybody's doing crazy shit on the weekends. And wouldn't surprise me if that was the case with this.
It says during a company event, an annual convention called BlizzCon, Afra Siabi would hit on female employees, telling them he wanted to marry them, attempting to kiss them, putting his arms around them. The complaint reads, this was in plain view of other male employees, including supervisors who had to intervene and pull him off female employees. Afra Siabi was so known to engage in harassment of females that his suite was nicknamed the Cosby Suite after alleged rapist Bill Cosby. But the Cosby Suite was more than just a nickname or a joke. Based on images and comments, Afra Siabi posted on his Facebook supplied to, how do you say this? Kotaku, that's like, always I have problems. By a former developer at Blizzard, it was reportedly a booze-filled meeting place where many, including I'll forget it, who would pose with an actual portrait of Bill Cosby while smiling. It was also a hot spot for informal networking at BlizzCon, three sources told Kotaku, where people looking to make inroads at the company would go to meet and hang out with some of its top designers.
What's wrong with that? He like to treat people to a nice drink. They want to talk about business.
Yeah, well, it sounds like the casting couch. The old
Yeah.
casting couch to me.
Could you imagine a casting couch episode with a portrait of Bill Cosby on the wall?
We shouldn't be laughing about this. The casting bed.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, it's the audacity to take a photo and just hold on to it. Like, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Another image from the same Facebook album shows a screenshot of a 2013 group chat called the BlizzCon Cosby Crew. In it, former Blizzard designer David Kosak writes, I am gathering the hot chicks for the cause. So come on. That whole sweater excuse isn't flying.
Yeah, no. They clearly had some sort of rambunctious activities going on. That doesn't look good for them, though.
There's a lot of this going on. Who's that company? Oh, I was gonna do a video on it. I never did. There's another company that had the same type of stuff going on. Starts with an O. I can't remember what it was, but all these people that you see here, I think, have left the company.
Really? All of them in the photo?
Yeah, I think most of them. These guys, they were the ones that behind World of Warcraft. And there's a video online of a girl asking them why every female character in World of Warcraft has to look like they're coming out of a Victoria's Secret catalog.
That's what guys like. And most of the
guys
guys
were
play
like,
video
well, what
games.
kind of catalog would you like?
Lane Bryant?
Yeah, and like everybody
It's not bad,
boos this woman. I mean, she was asking a serious question because she was actually a fan of the game.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they kind of just like it was. You could tell the atmosphere was really.
They do the same thing with guys. It's not like they got some sloppy pear-shaped dude as your avatar on
That's
any
true,
game.
but are they half naked?
Yeah. Well, I mean, depends on the type of game. You played what's that game again? The Cyberpunk? You can be naked in that game. I remember my buddy made the stupid because you literally can change the size of your junk in Cyberpunk.
Really?
Yeah, I played Cyberpunk. It was fun. It just died. There's nothing else in it. But yeah, he's like, "What is your character like? Send me a picture." And I was like, "Sure." Took my pants off my character and sent it to my buddy Scarface, Zach.
Oh, okay.
And And yeah, so he got the full
Zach
rights.
from the video, Zach.
Yeah, cussing, freaking out Zach, raging Zach. But yeah.
It says another ex-Blizzard source pushed back on claims the Cosby Suite was a joke about ugly boardrooms or sweaters, noting that when Blizzard moved to its new Irvine, California campus in 2008, they always had been freshly painted, and to their knowledge, there was no infamous ugly boardroom.
That sounds like some hella good lawyers trying to make up some good excuses.
It was, you know what it reminds me of? There was a kid on American Idol who was getting to the top of the run. I think he was like ranked number 4 or something. He was really good singer or whatever. He's from Roebuck, South Carolina.
Okay.
He just suddenly got taken out the show because somebody posted on, I think it was TikTok. They posted a video he had done when he was like 15 or something.
Was it like racist stuff?
Yeah, it was like him sitting next to, and I got in an argument with this woman who was trying to like
Defend him.
He was sitting next to a guy dressed as in a Ku Klux Klan sheet, and he was holding the phone on this guy, and then he put it over to himself, and he put on the video, bow.
Oh dear.
Somebody posted that, and they took him off the show.
Yeah,
this lady was on Facebook trying to
defend him.
She was trying to say that he was at a Halloween party.
It's a fucked up Halloween party.
and the guy wasn't in a Ku Klux Klan outfit. He was dressed up like a ghost. That's what she was saying. And I went back and forth with this woman. I think it might have been his mother. Somebody had posted this like GoFundMe or something. One of my friends had posted this GoFundMe for him on Facebook. And I was like, why are you posting this? Are you racist or something? This guy, he was in a video. My friend was trying to explain to me why.
If he wouldn't have said anything and acted in that statement that he said,
well, you know her excuse for that. I was like, first she said they were at a Halloween party and the kid was not dressed up as a Ku Klux Klan member. Was dressed up as a ghost. That's what she said. I was like, well, first thing I asked her, why wasn't I forget the kid's name. I said, why wasn't he dressed up? Because he puts his camera phone on this kid dressed as a Ku Klux Klan member, and then he pans to himself. He's just wearing regular clothes. They were not at a Halloween party. There's no indication they were at a Halloween party.
If he wouldn't have said the bow thing,
and I was like, that's what I asked her. I'm like, why did he say bow? She says, oh, well, somebody hacked his video and put bow in the video. I was like, come on.
Yeah, that's kind of sus. Because, like,
but
if you're in the South,
this reminds me of this.
If you're in the South and you're white, at some point, you're going to have someone around you that thinks it's funny to wear one. I was at a church camp, and we're, like, singing Kumbaya, doing marshmallows, and some guy walks up wearing one. Thought it was funny. That I was like, what is this guy doing? Just somehow or another in the South, it's funny or something like that.
And that's what I said. I said too, like,
but that was that, and I'm like, what is he doing? And he's joking, and we don't get it. We're not over here saying other stupid, but he literally has bow in there. Like, yeah, that's kind of like.
I see it as. Yeah, it's like when I was like in 7th grade or 6th grade or whatever. Like, I remember the transition from elementary school to middle school. Everybody was cursing when I went to middle school. Yeah. Because it was like, everybody thought it was grown up all of a sudden, and if you were black, you were saying the N-word. I used to wear out the N-word. Because, when I was coming up, we had Eazy-E and NWA. They was, they made the word popular. They made it okay to say. That's the kind of stuff you do. You do like edgelord stuff.
Yeah.
When you're a teenager. If he had just owned up to it instead of having his mom running around trying to explain it away and lie about it, she was basically lying.
Well, I was trying to save his
career. She knew what was going on.
He's trying to save his career.
Yeah.
You can't have a career in any form of entertainment with that lurking over your shoulder. So he's screwed either way. But I can understand why she's trying to save him. Because he's screwed.
Maybe if I think he probably was screwed either way because they can't have that kid winning anything with that in the background.
American Idol? No, they'd never let him win.
Yeah.
So might as well just kick
but
him
if he
off
would
the
have just
show.
came out and owned up to it, I wouldn't have been even arguing with this lady.
Yeah, exactly.
But it goes on to say, moreover, regardless of the source of the joke, meaning of the caption, comments posted on the 2013 Cosby Suite album are sexual in nature.
Blizzard.
During the discussion with, how do you say that again? Kotaku. Sources who suggested the joke was an innocent play on an infamous room somewhere else also insisted that despite this apparent widespread notoriety that was memorable enough to commemorate with a framed picture, they did not know the room belonged to Afra Siabi specifically.
Yeah, they fucked up. That may have been a joke, but either way, they screwed up for sure. And a company setting too. That's dumb. That's just dumb. And those were grown ass men.
Yeah,
it's pretty stupid. So whatever they get, they honestly probably deserve it. They're too childish to work in a corporate environment. That's crazy. What are they thinking, bro? Which, I mean, at the end of the day, how witted do you think you should be if you're actually just making video games for a living?
yeah.
Because that kind of give you the insight to.
And there's no women in those environments either.
No, very, very few.
But even when there are women, like where we work, there's a lot of women. I've heard women say some foul stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was working with 4 other women
Yeah.
and the stuff I heard in that car, it was like
nuts.
It was like 3 black women and 2 white women. The stuff I heard in that car, man.
That worse. It's worse than what you hear from some guys say.
They were talking about sexual positions, and they were asking me, "Would you do this, Clark?" And I was like,
oh God, it got me involved. Now what do I do? Yeah, but that
they asked me if I forgot the term, something about taking out groceries. Do I eat groceries?
Oh God.
I was like, what is that? And they explained it to me. I was like,
why do you know this? I don't know this. Yeah, but I think that's manufacturing. Like, it takes a certain kind of woman to really like beat their bodies up and do that kind of work.
We've talked about that before.
Yeah, it take they like to get dirty apparently because they working there.
Dude, I've heard so many things. I'm like, if a man said half of this stuff, he'd be out on his ass.
Yeah. But
and you gotta kind of just.
And the gaming communities,
and
men too. I'm sure.
You gotta think about the fact that you're in an environment with no women. Oh, come on, dude.
Yeah, it gets even worse. It gets really worse. Just imagine a woman in a construction site that works in a construction site.
Oh my God, probably
just nuts. And I bet that's a hard-speaking lady too. I guarantee you, she's saying just as bad stuff as they are. But of course, the problem with that is even if they talk like you, the guy is the one that's going to be trying to make the advancements that's going to get out of hand, and that's probably what they were doing at work over here at Blizzard. Yeah. More than likely, even if it was a joke, at the end of the day, it turns into more, and they screwed up. Bill Cosby, that looks bad, man. Hey, but he's out now. He's innocent.
Oh my God, what did you think about that?
When I heard it, I was like,
I kind of knew he was going to get out because when they explained how they actually prosecuted him, I was like, they made a no prosecution agreement with him.
Yeah.
So he would have to testify. He couldn't invoke his Fifth Amendment. Yeah. He couldn't invoke his Fifth Amendment rights during this. It wasn't even a criminal trial; it was a civil trial. So they got him on record saying some stuff, and then they used that to convict him.
Yeah.
Going against that
His
no
character
prosecution because they went to Supreme Court and like, look, he would have never testified
Yeah.
if they hadn't given him that agreement. So I kind of knew when he got convicted, and this was like 3 years ago. I was like, that doesn't sound up and up. That kind of sounds like. Do you remember this cop that killed his wife, and they could not find her body?
And they still got him?
They passed a law, and I wish I had done some research on this to get the guy's name. They passed a law, and they called it by his wife's name. They called it whatever the law was, Susan's Law or whatever it was. That you could convict somebody of murder if I forget the whole. I think if they actually said something about it to somebody else, you didn't even have to have any evidence. It's some kind of statute they passed so they could convict that guy because they could not find her body. He's a police officer. He knows what he needs to do to get rid of.
So they passed a law.
They passed a law just so they can convict this guy.
Well, that'll scare the hell out of you right there.
That's not. Just think about that. That's not right.
No, it ain't right. Because then, like, where does that line get drawn? How far does
that's
it go?
what they did to Bill Cosby, though. They pretty much.
And it took a super rich dude just to get out of that situation, too. So if they want you, they get you.
You can't.
The judicial system's pretty raunchy, anyways.
Yeah, but they're supposed to be the good guys. You know what I'm saying?
That's
the prosecutors.
That's the one system in America that has just been bent from day one. That's probably the worst. The judicial system is one of one of the institutions in America that I just cannot get. I don't understand it. It's remarkable. I mean, how many movies do you see where they're talking about, well, that's just how the system works? Like, it is terrible. It doesn't work. And any moment they get where they really want to nail you, apparently they can just do it. And it's just, it doesn't work.
I think this is the guy. Hold on.
What's the name of it? How long ago was that?
No, that's Drew Peterson. Okay, I think this is it. His name was, let me bring it up on another screen over here.
Kotaku.
Drew Peterson.
Drew Peterson. You know how long ago it was? 2012?
Okay, so he's a former Illinois police sergeant convicted murderer who was found guilty in 2012 for murder of his third wife, Kathleen Savio, a few months after their 2003 divorce. Peterson first received national publicity in 2007 when his fourth wife, Stacey Ann Kyles Peterson, disappeared. Although the police and Stacey Ann's family suspect foul play, she has never been found.
Also, yeah, more than one wife died.
Yes. Suspicions in Stacey Ann's case were fueled in part by the death of Savio, whose bruised body was found in a dry bathtub in her home in 2004 with a large gash in her scalp. Initially, Savio's official cause of death was found to be accidental drowning. He's a cop. He knows how to stage a murder.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me get back to
years. So they changed the law in order to convict him, or just made up a new law. What state was that in?
Illinois, I think.
New York. Medical? No. Yeah, New York. Looks like, or no? Illinois, yeah.
Let me see.
Illinois.
4 search warrants.
That's nuts. Media appearances.
I can't find
the verdict.
Here it is. The Illinois state legislature attempted to help the prosecution with the passage of a new Illinois law, or Drew's Law, which allows prosecutors to enter hearsay statements into evidence under certain conditions.
When the shoe fits.
Passed while investigators were looking for Stacy, the legislation permits courts to consider statements from unavailable witnesses, provided that prosecutors are able to prove that the witness was killed to prevent his or her testimony and that the hearsay statements are reliable. Analysis by the trial court under this new law led to 8 out of 14 hearsay statements being ruled inadmissible because they were insufficiently reliable. On appeal, however, the Court of Appeals reversed the trial court ruling that the common law doctrine of forfeiture was wrongdoing, which is less restrictive than Drew's law would allow the statements to be admitted.
To hire someone to kill someone.
So, on August 22, 2012, Jeff Pastor, a witness at the Peterson murder trial, said Peterson offered him $25,000 to hire someone to kill Savia and told him it would be a secret he would take to his grave.
Wow.
On September 6, 2012, Peterson was found guilty of premeditated murder of Savio. Jurors admitted that the most compelling evidence was based on the hearsay statements allowed under Drew's law. They actually named the law after him. I thought it was one of his wives. He was sentenced to 38 years in prison for the murder of his third wife.
Over some statement some guy
And
said.
the Supreme Court upheld the conviction with the Illinois Supreme Court. Isn't that something though that they would
crazy.
Actually
make a law
to convict you?
I mean, maybe there was just enough evidence that they're like, all right, you know, he must have had some good attorneys, some cop attorneys, apparently. That's rough. Change a law, man. That does like make nobody safe, man.
That's crazy.
Over some hearsay shit too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah. How do you find out whether or not that's legit? Like, what kind of hoops? The amount of hoops you'd have to go to make a statement from a source that is not willing to testify be legit. Like, who makes that decision?
That's just terrible. But
that's a lot of power in a
that's
judge's
what they
hand.
did to Bill Cosby too, though. They
Yeah.
just made up their own rules.
Yeah.
Well, actually, what it was, a prosecutor, the prosecutor that gave him that agreement was lost his election, his next election, and the new prosecutor says, "Well, I didn't make that agreement, so I'm going to prosecute him." But the Supreme Court ruled that look,
Oh yeah, that's garbage.
if one prosecutor makes the agreement,
That's mind blowing that politics gets in the way of justice at any moment.
yeah.
That is outrageous. And an old man just spent time in jail for that. Like, I mean, not to say this.
And he's in his 80s.
Yeah.
He spent 3 years in prison. I'm not to say that he
Maybe-
wasn't guilty. I think he was guilty.
I haven't
but-
I haven't followed it enough to know anything that whether or not I
I
haven't
mean, come
seen
on.
any evidence.
He's had like 50 women accuse him.
I mean,
When
he's
you
got,
got 50 women
how many
accusing
millions
him-
does he have? Does he got 500 million to go around? 50 sounds pretty reasonable to me.
You think so?
Yeah, a million a piece. He still got money in the bank. You know what I mean? 50
Talking about paying
women.
them off.
Well, I mean, if 50 women came up, all knowing a man is got X amount of money, and they're hoping he's got the money to spare for 50. Why not 120? You know what I mean? It had to be more than that. If he actually did way more than 50.
Yeah, if 50 accuse you, probably
500
500.
did it. Yeah, back then, dude, like giving women that kind of thing and their drink and stuff, that was like so normal. I guarantee he did it. At first, he didn't
Well,
think
you
it was
know,
a
he
big
used
deal.
to hang out at the Hugh Hefner mansion,
Yeah.
the Playboy mansion. And what is Bill Cosby hang out? He's this guy
He's
who's
a
always
whole
talking.
family wholesome guy.
Yeah,
the
he's
Playboy
always talking
Mansion.
about family values and stuff.
But that was like the Playboy Mansion back then, though, was like all celebrities went there. That was like where the movie stars hung out.
But you know another strange thing about him, he's always been right wing. You know, he didn't participate in the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
He was a pretty prominent figure back in the 60s. He didn't help it at all. he didn't participate in all in the civil rights movement.
Yeah, he's very right.
He's always been.
I mean,
right
all
wing.
of his comedy was that way too.
But he's always been somewhat of a hypocrite, though. You're hanging out. What you doing hanging out at the Playboy Mansion? And then in your next breath, you're telling people to pull up their pants and all this stuff.
And whatnot.
Yeah.
But from
It
what
make
I
no
heard,
sense.
he's a creepy guy, anyways.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Of course he's creepy.
Like telling people to come. Like he said something like, "Yeah, got everyone." Like he'd go to a show and he'd get the entire staff to come and watch him eat.
Yeah, I heard that.
Literally, just
that's
watch
weird,
me
man.
eat. Make sure everyone's around, and just watch me eat my pudding pops. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine?
Pudding pops.
Oh God, that is so weird, man. Power and oh God, that's just terrible.
Corrupts.
Yeah, corruption.
Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's wrap this thing up. We're over the 1 hour mark.
Gaming the Bill Cosby. How is that even possible?
Yeah, how did we get?
Thanks, Blizzard. You savages.
All right, thanks for showing up, though, man. Hopefully, I can make this. I don't really know at this point. It's still up in the air. There's so much. Like just when you thought you're gonna be able to go back to movie days and stuff. I mean, this pandemic has really impacted my channel.
At first, it was good, and then the movies like start drying up.
Yeah, nothing. I couldn't review anything.
Yeah.
I basically couldn't review anything. And just when I was about to go back to movies, I actually did go back and see a couple movies. And for some reason, I just didn't review them. Just because I've been doing all this stuff in my house.
Well, so much stuff was free because everybody's already paid for those subscriptions. Like, a movie review is usually great when, hey, should I pay the $40, $50 that I'm about to go to the movies and spend?
Mm-hmm.
But if it's already on a subscription they had, why are they going to look at a movie review? So that killed a lot of those channels, I'm sure. Because they were like, well, it's free. I already paid for it.
Yeah, that's
why
true.
would I look it up?
I didn't think about that.
You know what
but
I
there
mean?
was a couple movies that just came out in the theaters, like The Hitman's Bodyguard's Wife.
Yeah.
I went and saw that. I just didn't review it because first of all, I've been
Slacking.
I haven't been
Come
slacking.
on, man. I'd like to see that review, actually. I was wondering if it's any good or
It's
not.
pretty good, but I started doing a lot of stuff in my house, started remodeling stuff,
okay.
and then my dog had 3 puppies, actually 4 puppies, one of them stillborn. But so I've been dealing with those puppies, dude. I did not know, I didn't understand the amount of maintenance that.
Oh, yeah.
I only got this dog because of my daughter. We had 2 of them though, and they.
Now you got problems.
Man, but I was dealing with those puppies, and I was remodeling my house every day, and I had these guys in the house and making all this noise.
Oh yeah, good
Yeah,
luck.
so I just got kind of slacking about doing videos, and like it's like you said, you know, a lot of people just watch stuff at home, and
that they already been subscribed to HBO, Netflix.
So there's
They come out with
less
some bangers.
incentive, because you're right. There's less incentive to
They don't need a
watch
test
a
run.
review.
Yeah,
because the main reason you watch a review is
to find out
to
if you want to
find
go
out
see
where
it.
you want to spend some money.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Yep.
go out. You know, waste the time to go out to a theater.
But hopefully they come
but
back. 'cause
now
I
the
miss
Delta.
it. Yeah,
now
they,
the
oh,
Delta
Delta,
variant-
making you question if it's coming back.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen now.
Hopefully, greed just overwhelms death, and we all just get to go back to the movie theaters anyway.
Well, they did for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, they were getting rid of all the mask mandates and whatnot. But yeah, that's about it, man. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, you know, we'll get back into the groove of things, and maybe you can do some more videos for my channel.
I know, man. I ain't doing them for mine. We all slacking, man.
All right. Well, let me get my camera right. Ooh.
There you are.
Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe and give me a like or whatever down below. And you know, I like to thank Handsome Dave for stopping by.
It's good to see
And
you guys.
we will see you guys when we see you. Thanks for watching.
See See you guys.